He gonna knock Shakur out, bro. These guys care more about what their record looks like than wrecking shop.
Is Terrence Crawford number one pound for pound?
No.
Who's number one then?
It's Canelo.
Welcome to the Ring with the Parley with your hosts, Kendall Gill and Tilo, where they duke it out over the current events of the sweet science. Moderated by Mindy Bryant, with correspondent Alex Correa of the Squared Circle Report. Sponsored by 6040.
What up, y'all? Welcome into the Parley, sponsored by Glory Wash Pro. Don't forget to check them out, man. They take care of concrete cleaning, pressure washer cleaning, roof cleaning, all that. They take care of you. My boy Johnny is a beast at it. You got to check the link in the description box. They will take care. They will take good care of you. So I can't even speak because that's how good they are. Glory Wash Pro LLC. You got to check them out. They are the best. Listen, Kendall Gill, I know you big dog. I know you in Houston right now, but you got to keep leaving me in the studio by myself, man. Like, you got to stop this, bro. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? By myself, I got a special guest in studio who's I'm about to introduce right now. He's a beast. But man, KG, think of the little people, man. You know, just think of me, dog. At least give me some time in the studio, man. Just kidding. Have fun, bro. Silver Fox is I know that's way more important than the parlay. But as I mentioned, we do got a special guest in the studio. I'm excited. This guy, he was part of my media journey when I first started as guest on my show, on my internet radio show back in the day, almost 13, 14 years ago. Now that I think about it, it's been crazy. But he also has his own platform for the Shop Report. He's from Cleveland, as he likes to say. That's Cleveland, Ohio. Mr. Barbershop J himself is in studio, via Zoom, and he's going to talk some boxing with us today on the show. Barbershop, what's up, big dog?
What it do, son? And man, I appreciate y'all for having me, man. Yes, sir. It's been a long time, man. You know what I mean? And feel like family, to tell you the truth. I should have been up there years ago, but life be life in some time. But I'm glad to be here, man. As always, I appreciate you.
Yes, sir, man. It's always good to have you, man. We know you love your sports. You have the Shop Report, right? That's your platform, as I mentioned.
Yep. We're on Saturdays. Actually, we're doing a show tonight at 9 p.m. Every Saturday at 9 p.m. Via StreamYard, but we are at the same time being broadcast to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, X, and so on and so forth. But again, man, I just took what we do at the barbershop I've been going to for years, man, and bottled it and put it into a podcast, man. It's been rolling ever since, man.
Well, much success to you. You are entertaining as heck. I can't forget all your phrases, but we're going to kind of relive them during this interview. So we're going to go from there, all right?
Yeah, man. It's all good, man. You got to have a special twist when you're doing this, man. And the longevity, man. Shout out to you all for the longevity, man, because not everybody, like you just mentioned, a lot of people are doing this, but a lot of people didn't start that long ago and are still here. So if you're still here after when we started, you must be doing something right, is what I like to say. So again, shout out to the Parley. T-Lo, doing deals, baby.
Doing deal. Wow, that's an old one right there. That's the first one. There you go. I'm gonna tell my editor put the phrases up on the screen as we go along.
It's all good.
Well, man, Barbershop, let's get right into it, man. We already know Canelo is the biggest fight that happened recently, who faced Berlanga. Canelo right now is a guy who is the king of boxing when it comes to numbers, pay-per-views, star power, I guess, if you want to say. You can argue that with Gervonta, but Canelo, doesn't knock Berlanga out was the conversation after, and that Berlanga did well. He got knocked down in the fourth round, but he did well. I want to ask you about Canelo. Is he the king of boxing right now? And does Benavidez solidify that? And does that need to happen soon? How do you feel about Canelo as a whole in boxing?
Yeah, I got my preference, obviously. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big Bud, Crawford guy, especially after he
Yes,
did
you
what
are.
he did to Spence, you know what I'm saying? But I got mad respect for Canelo, man. He's a throwback. He's one of the few fighters of today. They say styles make fights, right? So in the biggest conversation on the sports landscape is today versus yesterday. Everybody wants to be right about who's is who's and whatnot. Well, if styles make fights, then Canelo is a guy I could see back when I grew up watching fights in the 80s and the 90s and the early 2000s. His style would fit back then. It's unfortunate that there's not enough, in my opinion, there's not enough competition out there equal to what he brings to the table. So he get a bad rap in a lot of sense because people who really the casual folk, the blind fans, if I can call them that. Oh, he should have did this. He should have that. No, let me see you go three rounds or just in 5 minutes or whatever. You know what I'm trying to say? Being in a boxing ring is no joke, even for the guys on the other side of him. But right now, yeah, man, if you top in the pay-per-view numbers, that's one of those statistics that actually have substance. If you're asking me, you know what I mean. So he top right there. It's just not enough people out there, quality opponents for him to throw down with. If you know what I mean. But who did you just say? I'm sorry. Yeah, Benavidez. Yeah, we got to see that.
We got to, right? We have to.
Yeah, we got to see that. Yeah, we got to see that, man. Come on, man. Do us a favor. Do us those boxing fans who are aficionados. Can we get that, please?
Canelo has this perspective, and I get it. I mean, he can do whatever he wants, and yeah, he can. It's just the fact that we as boxing fans over years have been deprived of fights that need to happen at a certain time. From Manny Pacquiao to Floyd Mayweather, right? This particular fight, there's plenty of other fights that we can go to. And we've also, and me and KG have talked about it, the evolution of boxing in regards to what fighters do now. They worry about the payday, what's the right move, elongating their career, right? They worry about all that type of stuff. That's the factor that plays here, I think, with Canelo. But you do agree that, yes, Benavidez has to happen, and it's got to happen like next year. Like you got to make this happen. You got 2 dates. You got May, you got September. One of those months it has to happen.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Timing is everything, bro. You mentioned the Floyd Manny. I got a cousin who's he's like my boxing expert. And for years back, we had talked about that. He said they just trying at the Floyd Manny. They just trying to hype it some more, man. I said, bruh, when it was first announced, it would have happened at Jerry Jones Stadium or whatever in Dallas or whatever the case may be. I said, bro, you getting that many, however many people can fill up them seats, that's gonna be a big deal.
I would have sold out.
Just waiting. Yeah, and even still, once they did actually fight, what was 3 years after it was first announced they would fight, it lost a lot of its luster, man. Like the little boy who cried wolf, in my opinion. And then when they asked $99.95 for the fight, I was like, nah, bro. Did you think when you saw it? I don't know if you paid for it. That's not my business. But I'm just saying, did you think it was worth $100?
I mean, it was worth $100 for the hype of it. It wasn't worth $100 for the fight.
Exactly. Yeah, man. So yeah, I'm with you. Canelo, he got to see he got to. I mean, right? If Benavidez is like the number one challenger out there, I'm not sure. You probably could speak to that better than I could. Then what's the holdup? Well, I mean, but that don't take away from Canelo's legacy, in my opinion, even if he don't fight Benavidez. It's just a personal, I would like to see.
It doesn't take from his legacy. He's one of the greatest Mexican fighters of all time. If he doesn't fight him, it's not like, wow, you never, that's going to kill you in your historic legacy. No, that doesn't happen. But there is a part of the legacy, which is, I think, the last 10% of it, which is Benavidez. Like, he's the young guy. He's the number one contender at 168, but now Benavidez has moved up. So now it's about literally making it happen, catch weight, or Canelo moving up. He did move up to fight Bivol. He's done it before. So I don't know. It's just, it's a fight that the people want to see. And in boxing, we don't get that. I'm praying that we get that fight. Hopefully we do Barbershop J, because if we don't, man, I'm going to go crazy, bro. I'm going to go.
Let me ask you a question, though, T. Why don't you think we've seen that fight yet?
Well, I don't want to. I'm trying not to say stuff like this because I don't think boxers are scared, but I think there's a bit of timidness when it comes to Canelo. Like, he knows that Benavidez is a strong guy, and Bivol, who he fought, he lasted all 12 rounds, but he lost that fight because of the size of Bivol. Benavidez is in that same division, and he presents a bigger, I guess, a stronger opponent. He presents youth. He presents power. That type of stuff stays with you when you lose a fight like that and you feel that type of power. So I think there's a little bit of timidness there. I also think that maybe Canelo is just trying to buy some more cash. He's just waiting a little bit. It'll be a bigger event. He has that Floyd mindset. You could blame Floyd Mayweather for fighters waiting so long now. Floyd has set a standard now that this is what happens. And if you're the king of boxing, and you're the king of the numbers now in today's day and age, this is what's going to happen. So we'll see. But I always ask people how they feel about Canelo as a whole, because, he's the number one pay-per-view king right now, and he's the number one just star in boxing in general. But the number two star in boxing, Mr. Gervonta Davis himself, Tank right now, obviously, a guy who just beat Frank Martin a couple months ago. He's announcing a fight later in the year. He did mention. I think Rhodes is the next guy. The opponent I don't want to see, but. How do you feel about Tank? And do you think he needs to fight a Shakur, a Teofimo Lopez, whatever? Do you think, in the lightweight division at 140, not 140, at 130, 135, what do you think Tank should do next?
Well, what I found, I'm not sure how true it is, but from my understanding, I think somewhere in December, he's supposed to be fighting Lamont Roach.
I said Roach. Sorry, Roach. Yeah, Roach.
Yeah, Lamont Roach. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Again, it's the same thing what we just mentioned with the Canelo. Why we not seeing you in TO? And I'm gonna say this though, if he do good with Shakur, it's a lot of people who my circles here, man. We didn't have this discussion and they mad at me. He gonna knock Shakur out, bro. With that left, Tank's left, that left hand. If you go back and really watch how he set up on that left, whether it's a hook, whatever it is, it's mean, man. And if he catch you with it, oh man, get at whoever he caught with it, give him a pillow on the way down because it's gonna be a hard landing. And I like Shakur, but Shakur is more finesse. Tank can box, and when he hit you with that left, it feel like a tank, bro. But yeah, if he fights Shakur, he gonna knock Shakur out. I think T.O. will be a better fight for Tank in terms of the distance than would be Shakur. I mean, I could be wrong, but this is what I'm looking. That's what it looked like to me.
Yeah, no, they're two opponents that for sure will be able to compete. I think Shakur has a chance to win on points. He's got to stay away from Tank because Tank, like he showed with Frank, will take his time. He will measure you. He may lose a couple rounds, but when he finds it, he finds the loop and then he starts creating that pressure. Yep. Frank did that mistake, stood on the ropes a little too long. He thought he was going to be able to finesse himself out of it, and all of a sudden what happens, boom, got hit with that left, and then the right, and it was all she wrote. But I think Shakur has the ability to hang with Tank, stamina-wise, stay in the middle of the ring, move around. I think he'd be able to outbox him. Do I think he'd win? No, I think Tank would find a way to adjust, but it would be a very interesting fight. And Tio, it'll take about 3-4 rounds and then it becomes a brawl. I don't think Tank would be able to he wouldn't be as patient with Tio because Tio's he's gonna make a fight happen.
By you saying that just brought back to mind would Tank and Shakur be akin to Prince Nassim and Marco Antonio Barrera? Just in terms of the way going into the fight, the expectation was Prince Nassim was going to whoop Barrera because Prince Nassim was kind of like a knockout artist back then. Mm-hmm. And I said, Barrera is a boxer. The difference between being a slugger and a boxer. Is Tank both, in your opinion? Slugger and boxer?
I think he can box. I just think recently he's gone the route of I'm just gonna wait because what happens is when he starts to pressure, there's no boxing involved. It's just I'm gonna put my two hands up, I'm gonna come her up, and when I'm gonna winky right you. And the thing with Tank is that he when he feels the power of the other opponent. And he knows, this dude can't hurt me. It's over. Yes. It's over. It is basically when is it gonna happen? Because no one can touch Tank at that level. And when the pressure, that's you know how much that sucks when you hit somebody, you're connecting, and the guy just keeps coming forward. That's that's very discouraging, man. Yeah. That's what Tank does.
Yeah, you say when he take your best punch and he be like what? This mosquitoes? Yeah,
say nothing.
Here, dog. Just take my lunch money. I'm good. I'm out of here.
He did that with Frank.
That reminds me of Marvin Hagler too. Marvin used to walk people down, bro. So yeah, I'm with you.
He did it with Barrios too. Yeah, he did it with Barrios a couple years ago where he was Floyd Mayweather. There was a video. Floyd Mayweather told him in the corner, I think round 10. Floyd Mayweather told Tank in the corner when he fought Barrios, you're down in the cards on the unofficial card. And as soon as Tank heard that, the next 3 rounds, he completely adjusted. He just put the pressure on. Won the fight. Knockout. So,
I want to see both. I want to see him fight T.O. and Shakur, to be honest with you.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna see if I trigger you real quick. You ready? Is Terrence Crawford number 1 pound for pound?
Right now?
Right now.
No.
Ooh, I'm shocked.
Yeah, and that's my boy. Listen,
Who's number 1 then?
it's Canelo.
Oh, Canelo. You don't got Usyk or anyway?
Nah, and I was praying that you asked me about the heavyweight fight game.
Oh, we gonna go there. We gonna go there.
Okay,
But
I'm gonna save it. No, it's not Usyk. It's Canelo. Canelo, even whether you like who he's fighting or not, that's a set aside from he's more active than anybody right now. You know what I mean? Did Bud, with all due respect, Bud's last fight was who? Did he fight anybody after Spence? Because if he did, I'm not aware.
yeah, I forget. I have to. I look that up. Yeah. You gotta look up the name. Yeah. But the dude gave him a run for his money. Bud had to really.
Oh, that's right, because that's right. My bad. Bud just went up. What did he go? He moved up a weight or two or whatever, and there was discussion about Bud fighting Canelo at that weight.
Yeah.
I forgot who the guy was. You right, my bad.
No, it's okay. I'll look it up. I'll look it up right now in a second.
Yeah.
Keep going.
The day though, that was the first time I've seen Bud look.
Madrimov. Israel Madrimov. That was the guy.
Madrimov. Yeah, that was the first time I've seen Bud look, dare I say, pedestrian. Do you know what I'm saying? And I saw after that fight, I told my cousin, I said, bruh, he need to moving up or down in weight, depending on what the weight difference is, can be dangerous. You know what I mean? You don't want to go 14 pounds or 15 pounds in less than 10 minutes type of deal.
No, weight classes are in boxing for a reason. People don't really recognize that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So Bud can't fight Canelo and look like he did, because Canelo is a heavy hitter now.
Terrence can't. I don't think Terrence could even fight Canelo. It would be a horrible decision for Bud to do that, honestly, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so too.
I don't think it'd be a good look. Okay, so Terrence isn't pound for pound then for you.
Say it again.
Terrence isn't pound for pound then.
Not at the moment, no.
2, 3?
Yeah, he in the top 3. No.
Okay.
For me, top 3 would be, and that's not necessarily in. I guess it had to be ordered. Canelo would have to be. I just said number 1, but you take your 2 or 3 pick. It would be Canelo, in my opinion, Tank, and Bud.
Oh, you got Tank in there. Okay, all right.
Got Tank in there. There's no question. Yeah, Tank.
All right, interesting.
You don't get a nickname usually, and like I do. Usually, if you get a nickname, bro, it's a reason.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that Tank, boy. Yeah.
Okay, just fun question. I gotta get these out real quick.
It's all good.
Errol Spence is he the same? Should he be? How do you feel about Errol Spence? I don't even know how to ask this question because since the accident and since his last beatdown by Terrence Crawford, I feel like he's lost something. How do you feel about Errol Spence?
To be honest, number 1, going back to the accident, it's only by the grace and mercy that he even survived, man. Because from my understanding, he was tossed out of the car after the car flipped a few times. And only really come away with scrapes and bumps and bruises and whatnot. You better be grateful. You know what I mean? But I do think that had somewhat of an impact on that fight with Bud. Maybe you should have waited. In that case, I would have waited a little bit longer, maybe. Because you just don't know. When you're in an accident, man, people get concussions or whatever they call them, head traumas, that they don't realize in the moment, like 2 years later, 3 years later. So you just never know.
Yeah.
But I applaud him for getting in the ring with Bud at the time that he did. We just mentioned timing is everything.
Yeah.
But at the same time, man, who knows at this point whether he's still feeling the effects of that accident. So should he be fighting again? I look at it in the same instance almost, or something similar to in the NFL, Tua Tagovailoa, if I'm saying his name right, and his concussions.
Yeah.
Man, boxing, football, boxing, and professional bull riding, those are sports, we call them, but they come along with trauma.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? That's why I be basketball players. I don't mean to get off subject or whatnot, but I got mad respect for boxers, period, regardless of whether I grade their performance or assess their performance or not. Being in that ring and boxing, you box some, Kendall box some, bro. Boxing is not a sport that you exactly. You got to be.
It tests your humanity.
Come on, bro. So if he decides, Spence do decide to, call it quits or whatever, I ain't mad at him. You know what I mean? I salute him just for even being in the sport and getting to that level of the sport.
Yeah.
But who's to say, man? I really wouldn't want to see him fight again if in fact, or at least not anytime soon, until he is maybe as far removed from that incident or accident, you know what I'm saying, in terms of physically, mentally, and all of that, as he should be before he fight. Because you can't play around. Dooku Kim years ago got killed in the ring. And there's been a few other guys that got killed in the ring. You got what I'm trying to tell you?
Mm-hmm.
So if the hardware upstairs ain't where it need to be, then no, you don't need to be in that ring, bro.
Yep. Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney in 2025 is going to be the biggest fight in boxing, the most anticipated fight in boxing. It's going to be that. I'm telling you right now. And it's going to happen. Oscar De La Hoya and whoever Haney's going to be with, they're going to have to make this happen because this is a fight we all want to see. But I got to ask you, Barbershop J from Cleveland. Is Ryan Garcia, you believe he took the PEDs?
Yeah, just like I believe Margarito had semen in his hands when he fought Cotto, who, by the way, Cotto, it's no question. Yeah, bro. He has cinder blocks in his hands. Who, by the way, Cotto is one of my favorite fighters of all time. And just right quick sidebar, Cotto impressed me because early on in his career, it was said that he had a weak chin, and you could see it. But he'd made some type of adjustments. For him to withstand what Margarito had in his hands, I know he dropped to one knee after like 12 or something like that or whatever, but he caught them hands for a few rounds, bro. I had all the more respect for Cotto in the world for that. But Garcia, the stuff that he been saying lately, man, I'm just like, I can't follow. It's like where's Waldo? I don't know what bag this dude gonna come out of next, man. But Kenny Ellis, the manager, he did say that that fight would be the biggest in 2025, pay-per-view wise or whatever. But I don't know, man. People will pay to see it because they want to see where Ryan Garcia at mentally. You know what I'm trying to tell you?
Well, let me ask you this, because Devin Haney last week just said that he's suing Ryan Garcia for battery. Okay? He's suing him for battery. That's the report. And it hit me, listen, I like Devin Haney as a boxer, but and Ryan Garcia as well, but I got my issues with both of them. Ryan needs to shut up sometimes. You've sold the fight. Keep yourself in the game as long as you can, get that money. And on Devin's side, he also does a lot of crap talking. Yes, I think he's not undefeated, personally, in my opinion, but I like him as a boxer. But the fact is, unfortunately, you got your booty whooped. You got toe up. You got knocked down, take it like a man, regardless of the situation, and move forward. You suing for a battery in boxing?
You know what?
To me, that's the biggest difference in a lot of fighters today than yesterday. These guys care more about what their record looks like than wrecking shop. We mentioned the Haglers and the Hearns and the Julian Thomases, and the Brambos and the Chavezes and the Salvador Sanchezes, them type of guys. Man, okay, if they had one loss, two losses, they didn't care about that. All they know is, I wanted to beat you. Well, you beat me last go round. I'm coming to get mine back. You know what I'm trying to say?
Take the loss like a man. Take it like a man and prove it in the next fight. Now he got his oath. He got the one loss taken away. He's back to undefeated. He's now suing as well. I get that, and the PED thing. Listen, if Ryan did it, right? I don't condone steroids, right? You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you too.
It's one of those things that you shouldn't be doing, and I can't even tell you the full story, but
taking shortcuts.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. But on Devin's side, I'm like, man, Devin, just you know what? If it's the facts are that he took it, now you go out there and you just prove to the world you are the man, and you gonna get that get back. That's what I want to see as a boxing fan, not. Oh man, and again, boxing's a dangerous sport. I'm not minimizing the issue, but the whole suing thing just threw me off. I'm like, oh, you gonna sue for battery? Tim Bradley said it in the most recent interview, which I barely agree with Tim Bradley. He called Devin Haney soft.
Yeah, no,
This is soft.
But nicely, and he did too. You know what I mean? Because we got another word that we use. We can't use in this program right now. But I'll say this:
when Floyd fought Margarito the first time, and I'm just talking about again the differences in the mindset of fighters now. Floyd lost to Margarito the first time. There was controversy because I thought Margarito won that first time against Floyd. I did. Then Floyd said, "Oh, okay, y'all doubting me?" He fought him again, beat the brakes off Margarito. It was, in other words, and I'm not going to leave no doubt. What happened to that? Like you said, Haney suing. I'm going to sue the pants off of you, Bobby Joe. You know, tell you, I'm going to get my $13.14. Nah, bro. If you want to prove that whatever it is, that you are who you say you are, whatever it is, hurry up and get back in that ring, man, and then mop him. That way, can't then shut everybody up, bro. But like you said, man, you talking about suing somebody, man? That's political.
It rubbed me the wrong way, but you know, it's okay. It is what it is. All I know is that in 2025, I cannot wait to see that rematch. They better make it happen. And
how much you think that fight gonna cost?
Oh,
what's gonna be the price?
it will be about 99. It's gonna be like 80, $99. They got to now. They got to take advantage of the moment.
Would that be the third? Who else do you, other than Floyd and Manny, off the top of your head? Who else had? Because not many pay-per-views were in that price range.
Conor McGregor and Mayweather was the other one. That was a huge, yeah. It was a huge gate too. It was crazy.
Okay, got you. Yeah, it's gonna be a big one.
I got like 7 minutes left with you, Barbershop. Real quick, one more boxing topic, and then I'm gonna go to your favorite guy in the NBA. Just give me a second. I'm gonna get there to you in a second. Usyk, Wilder, Anthony Joshua, Andy Ruiz, all the big dogs in the heavyweight division in the past couple years. It's been a mess in the heavyweight division. Guys haven't won who's supposed to win. Matches haven't been made that we want to see. We saw Anthony Joshua get knocked out in his last appearance in Saudi Arabia. How do you feel about the heavyweight division now?
I don't like it. I don't watch it. I catch clips. You know me, I'm not a highlight guy. So the highlight can make you look all good or bad. But it's nothing worthy of me. And I'm not saying I'm all that, but why am I watching it? To be honest with you, who's the guy that went from UFC and had his spot in the ring a few clicks ago? Francis somebody.
Oh, yeah, and anyway, Ngannou. Sorry, Ngannou. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Something like that. I believe if there's any decent trainers out there, because you know the Emmanuel Stewarts of the world are gone. Freddie Roach, you know, may God bless him. But he get with a good trainer, man. You know, he might be the guy to look at, man. This heavyweight division, man. It's just not. Again, if we basing everything on the premise of styles make fights, I just don't see these guys and the styles from that division being able to. And I'm not saying my era was better, but Riddick Bowe was. Ika Ibuchi was. David Tua even was. The Klitschko brothers.
You get what I'm trying to say?
The heavyweights have developed a boxing style now, which has been boring in layman's terms to the fan, which I totally understand. I appreciate it as a purist, but you got Anthony Joshua who wants to box a lot and then finds himself in a precarious situation where he was doing his thing in the 7th round after he got knocked down twice and boom, got caught with a nasty right, like Babajan. Like this is what happens. And Wilder only got a right hand. No, that's like there's no. That is the ingredient. Those are the ingredients for failure when it comes to exciting heavyweight fights, the matches we want to see. And honestly, we've been wanting to see Joshua and Fury, nothing. We've been wanting to see Wilder and Joshua, nothing. Right? Reese and Wild, like the fights that we want to see have not happened. And
Wilder.
That first one, Wilder should have won that first one. The controversy, but it's always been controversy surrounding boxing, man, even before we were born.
Yeah. I didn't mind the decision. I think that Fury almost pulled it out, in my opinion, just because he was the more active fighter, in my opinion. But again, it was close. It was close.
Yeah. But it's nothing from the heavyweight division I want to see. Give me the lower your welters still have a little bit of action. You know what I mean? Your juniors, welters, your middle, junior middle, supers, I forget all the divisions now, but those middle divisions are still attractive enough to keep me, somewhat connected to the sport. But the heavyweight, nah.
Okay. Okay. Well, Barbershop, we know you're an NBA aficionado. I got 3 minutes with you. I'm going to just give you one question. LeBron James, your favorite man from Cleveland, Ohio, said in the press conference, he said, I don't know what to expect from this team. The 22-year vet, the king of the NBA, made mention of not knowing what is going on with the Lakers right now. First of all, just tell me how you feel about LeBron, JJ Redick, his comments, and where you think is going to go. Look at you, got so much to say, don't you?
Yeah, no, but I'm not. We got 3 minutes. I mean, at the end of the day, talk is cheap. Don't talk about it, be about it. The Lakers have a legacy. Other than the Celtics, I mean, the Lakers, Celtics, and Yankees is right there in most championships ever in any professional sports, from my understanding. I don't know about Canadian side. So there's an expectation in Laker legacy lore that you got to uphold. One championship, and the bubble does count.
That's another story.
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. I won't say anything.
And I only say that because the players in that instance and the teams, they had nothing to do with the circumstances surrounding why that game was called and played as such. So therefore, you got to give them the credit. But man, don't talk me to death, man. Show me. Because one championship for the Lakers, now one championship in Cleveland, oh my gosh, it'd be talked about forever.
Right.
You know what I'm trying to say? Yay. But in Lakers, nah, you got to win 3, 4, 5 of them before they even put you on the radar, bro. And until you do that, I don't want to hear nothing. You know what I mean? JJ Redick being the coach, to me, that's a bad sign. Because who wouldn't want the Laker job? Wouldn't you want the Laker job? Okay, so how? I mean, not now, but I'm trying to say how many coaches kind of lightweight turned it down. That's a bad sign, but we'll see.
Real quick, Cat Williams, good trade for the Knicks.
Still, I gotta see it. It on paper, yes. From what he brings from a skill standpoint, you get what I'm trying to say. But you know, they don't play that softness in New York, bro.
He better be ready.
Yeah, no, one of the players or somebody gonna have to let him know, hey, look, we don't do that here, like Wakanda. You know, they say we don't do that. We don't do that. Suing people. You know, we don't do that. So we'll see. But on paper, it looked good, man.
Another one, real quick. Best center in the league. Is it Jokic or is it Embiid?
Joker.
Okay.
Joker. Embiid can do everything that Joker can, but Embiid is not consistent enough. You know what I'm saying? And we talk about health. You know, basketball is one of them sports. They shouldn't be crying about being healthy because load management is a part of the game now. Football can get away with that because there's trauma involved. But when you basketball, man, all these non-contact injuries, guys going down for 17 weeks, man, stop it. I ain't trying to hear it, bro. No, give me Joker all day.
All right, Barbershop, man. It was a pleasure talking to you, bro. I couldn't wait to talk to you, man. We'll get up soon. We'll talk. You know, we'll get on your show, or you come back over. I'll get KG in studio, and we'll talk some NBA. It's Barbershop J from Cleveland, man. It was a pleasure. We'll get back and we'll get up. This episode will go up next week, so I can't wait to tag you on it, and we go from there, man.
Oh, it's all good, man. Salute to the peoples out there in Chi-Town. One love, baby. It's all good. I holla.
All right, Barbershop. That was Barbershop J on the parlay here. Again, friend of the show is an NBA aficionado. Check out the Shop Report. He does a really good job talking NBA sports on his platform. And also, finally, the show sponsored by Glory Wash Pro LLC. Don't forget to check them out. The link is in the description box. You need to do that because if you don't, you're missing out. Get your concrete driveways clean, your house clean, get them clean with Glory Wash Pro LLC. Don't forget to follow us on social media, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, everything. We're on there every week. We're putting stuff up. You got to check out the parlay for all the boxing fans out there. From Chicago, this is T-Lo. And from the parlay and the crew, we wish you a very good week. Take care. What's up, guys? T-Lo here for the parlay. 15-year NBA veteran Kendall Gill there.
Sir.
Don't forget to subscribe to everything you see there in the description box. We want to hear from you guys. And, of course, hit that bell for the notifications. Like that, you know what's going on.
Hit it.
By the way, just want to make sure you know, Tyson Fury has never lost a fight to Deontay Wilder.
And this is untrue. He lost the first fight.
I don't even want to hear it, bro.
He lost the first fight.
I don't even want to hear it, bro.
He lost the first one.
He did it, bro.
He lost the first one.
He did it, bro.
You have yet to watch that fight with me. He lost the last two, but not the first.